You don't need a lot of money to start investing in property. The notion that real estate investing is only for the rich is simply not true. With the right mindset and strategies, anyone can begin their journey towards building wealth through real estate. In this video, I'll be sharing with you 7 ways to invest in property without having to fork out a large down payment. So if you are ready to learn how to invest in property with little to no money, then make sure to watch this video all the way to the end, and let's get started. The first way to invest in property with little money is by becoming a real estate agent. This might be the most underrated way to get your foot in the door in the real estate market. Becoming a real estate agent doesn't require much capital, but it does require some dedication. Once you obtain your real estate license, you will be able to list properties for sale, helping sellers navigate the selling process and earning commissions on successful transactions. You can also help buyers find their dream homes and earn commissions for facilitating those transactions. For many people, this is the quickest way to start making money in real estate, and you don't need to have a lot of capital to get started. All you need is a smartphone with an internet connection and a willingness to learn the ropes. There are also many online resources available to help you succeed as a real estate agent. You can use social media platforms to market yourself and build a following. You can also connect with other real estate professionals online and learn from their experience. Starting your career as a real estate agent can be a great way to gain valuable insights into the market and build relationships that will benefit you in the future. As a real estate agent, you will be able to see firsthand what properties are selling for and what buyers are looking for in a home. This knowledge will be invaluable if you decide to invest in property later on. In addition, you will have the opportunity to meet other investors, real estate agents, home inspectors, private money lenders, and other service providers who can help you with your real estate investing journey. By becoming a real estate agent, you will be able to position yourself perfectly for success in the real estate market. Another way to invest in property with little money is by wholesaling. Wholesaling is a real estate investing strategy in which you find a property that is being sold below market value, put it under contract, and then assign that contract to another investor for a fee. It is possible to wholesale properties without ever owning them or putting any money down. When done correctly, wholesaling can be a lucrative way to make passive income. To get started with wholesaling, you need to find a property that is priced below market value. You can do this by driving around neighborhoods that you are interested in or by using online resources such as Zillow and Redfin. Once you find a property that looks like a good deal, you need to track down the owner of the property and make them an offer. If the owner accepts your offer, you will put the property under contract. After that, you will find an investor who is willing to buy the property for a higher price than you paid for the contract and assign the contract to them. When the investor closes on the property, you will receive the difference between the two prices as your profit. It is important to note that wholesaling is a numbers game. You will need to put in a lot of time and effort to find the right property and the right buyer. However, if you are patient and persistent, wholesaling can be a great way to make passive income with little money. Another way to invest in property without having a lot of capital is by house hacking. House hacking is a real estate investing strategy in which you buy a property and rent out a portion of it to make money. You can use the rental income to pay your mortgage, taxes, and other expenses associated with owning the property. This is a great way to get your foot in the door when it comes to real estate investing because you don't need a lot of money to get started. One of the most popular ways to hack a house is by buying a duplex, triplex, or quadplex. You can live in one unit and rent out the others. This is a great way to make money and build equity at the same time. Another option is to buy a house and rent out a room to a roommate. This can help you cover the cost of your mortgage, utilities, and other expenses. If you are considering house hacking, it is important to do your research and make sure that it makes financial sense for you. You should also make sure that you are comfortable with sharing your living space with others. But if you are willing to put in the work, house hacking can be a great way to start investing in property. If you want to invest in property but do not want to deal with tenants, you may consider becoming a real estate partner. This means that you will pool your resources with other investors to purchase a property. You can invest as much or as little as you like and still get the benefits of being a landlord. This is a great option if you are just starting out and do not have a lot of money to invest. It also allows you to learn the ropes from more experienced investors. However, it is essential to choose your partners carefully. Make sure that you can trust them and that they are committed to the investment. You should also have a written agreement that outlines each person's responsibilities and ownership stake. If you are looking to invest in property but do not want to deal with the hassle of managing tenants, becoming a silent partner may be a good option for you. Another way to invest in property with little money is by investing in REITs. REITs are publicly traded companies that own and manage income-producing real estate. They are required to pay out at least 90% of their taxable income to shareholders, making them a great option for investors who are looking for passive income. REITs are also a great option for investors who do not want to deal with the hassle of managing real estate. That is because REITs are traded on the stock market, which means that you can buy and sell them easily. REITs are also a great way to diversify your portfolio because they offer exposure to the real estate market without the risks of direct ownership. You can invest in REITs through your brokerage account. When investing in REITs, it is important to do your research and make sure that you are investing in a REIT that is well managed and has a good track record. To achieve financial success, it's essential to have multiple streams of income. That is why so many people are now turning to peer-to-peer lending as a way to diversify their income and make more money. Peer-to-peer lending, also known as P2P lending, is a type of crowdfunding where individuals can lend money directly to other individuals or businesses without going through a financial institution such as a bank or credit union. With peer-to-peer lending, you can invest in a variety of different loans with different interest rates and terms. Some P2P lending platforms allow you to invest in short-term loans with interest rates as low as 5%, while others allow you to invest in longer-term loans with interest rates as high as 36%. P2P lending can be a great way to make passive income. Once you have lent money to a borrower, you will receive regular interest payments until the loan is paid off. It can also be a great way to diversify your portfolio because it is not correlated to the stock market or other types of investments. If you are interested in learning more about peer-to-peer lending, there are many resources available online. There are also many different P2P lending platforms to choose from. Before you get started, it is important to do your research and make sure that you are investing in a reputable platform. You should also have a clear understanding of the risks involved in P2P lending before investing any money. Overall, P2P lending can be a great way to diversify your income and make more money. If you don't have a lot of money to invest in property, you can also look into crowdfunding. Crowdfunding is a way to raise money for a project or venture by collecting small amounts of money from a large number of people. Platforms like Kickstarter and Indiegogo allow entrepreneurs to set funding goals and offer rewards to backers in exchange for their support. Real estate developers can use crowdfunding to finance new construction projects or renovations. In return, they can offer investors a percentage of the profits once the project is completed. Crowdfunding can be a great way to invest in property because it allows you to diversify your risk across multiple projects and developers. It also gives you the opportunity to invest in projects that you may not have been able to invest in otherwise. However, it is important to do your research before investing in any crowdfunding project. Look into the track record of the developer and make sure that you understand the terms of the investment before you commit any money. Those are my 7 ways to invest in property without a lot of capital. Now, I want to hear from you. What are your thoughts on these ways to invest in property? Do you have any other tips for investing in property with little money? Leave a comment below. Also, if you found this video helpful, please give it a like and share it with your friends and family. Thank you for watching, and until next time, happy investing.